Armenia's prime minister called the deal incredibly painful for me and for our people. On Facebook, he said the decision was based on deep analysis of the combat situation and warned the whole of Nagorno Karabakh would have been lost. The decades-old conflict reignited in September over Nagorno Karabakh. Azerbaijan claims the area, although most living there are Armenian and part of one of the oldest Christian communities in the world. The disputed area sits between the two countries. When the Soviet Union fell in 1991, this self-governed region of Azerbaijan voted to join Armenia. The conflict pitted often friendly powerhouses against each other. Turkey backed Azerbaijan and provided military support, while both Russia and Iran sided with Armenia. One report said the Armenian army was outnumbered 5-1. In Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, the people celebrated, and its president called it a great victory and a capitulation by Armenia. The deal allows Azerbaijan to keep areas of Nagorno Karabakh it seized during the war, and Armenia agreed to leave several other areas in the next few weeks. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced Russia would provide nearly 2,000 peacekeepers along the front lines. In the past few days, Azerbaijan captured one major city and was advancing towards the capital of Nagorno Karabakh. Thousands of Armenians fled the area, many with nowhere to go.
What can a woman feel without a house, without belongings, without anything?
In the capital of Armenia, protesters stormed the parliament buildings, vowed to keep fighting, and said their leaders betrayed them.
We don't agree with the decision. We will not give them away. We will fight. And we don't want this. We don't want the government in our city and in our motherland.
The fighting pitted Christian Armenians and mostly Muslim Azeris against each other. CBN's Chuck Holton recently filed this report from the front lines.
Behind me, you can see the effects of the Azeri bombardment that has been hitting this city since September 27th. Of the 150,000 people who live in this area, most of them have already had to flee, but there are still tens of thousands of people that are staying here, sleeping in their cellars, in their basements, and listening to the daily barrage of random artillery that's falling on this city.
Some Armenians told Holton they saw the war as an existential threat.
They won't occupy our territory and clean this territory from Armenians.
Thousands died in the 6-week war, and given the decades-long history of the region, it's likely it may not be the end of the conflict. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.